diaspora. What's your name, ma'am?
Deborah Green.
Yeah, what's your channel, Deborah?
Deborah G. That's Debra space capital G period. Now there are several of them. Just look for the one that looks like me.
All right. Deborah, where you from?
I'm originally from California.
How long you been on the continent?
I moved to Rwanda on November 4th of 2021.
Rwanda.
No, I mean Rwanda. That's how President Kagame pronounces it. I take my cues
She's
from
been
him.
here on the continent for a minute. So how do you like it?
I love Rwanda. I love it because it's the cleanest country in Africa. I went there because they banned single-use plastic back in, I think, 2008, and they have the highest percentage of women in their parliament than probably any country in the world. I'm like, dang, that's what I wanted.
Rwanda, they call it the Singapore of Africa.
That's
It's one of the
correct.
cleanest countries around.
I first visited the continent in 2018. And I went there because I did my African ancestry DNA.
Me too.
And I found out that I was of the Timber people on my mother's side from Sierra Leone. What about you?
Because mine, on my father's side, was the paternal side. I was from Gabon. And it's like about
Samuel L. Jackson.
3 different tribes from Gabon on my father's side. But on my mother's side, on the maternal side, it didn't have a specific tribe, but it had the region. The region came all the way from Israel all the way down here to Tanzania.
No kidding.
Yeah.
So
That's
you're
how
truly
I
for
look.
Israelite.
Exactly. Yep.
A friend of mine told me that, she said, I'm one too, I just don't know it. I found that intriguing. And you know, I like to do my research, so.
You can't, I mean, the tree cannot deny the root. You understand? We all come from Africa.
Yeah.
You know, we came back in the land for a reason. It's a spiritual call. God is calling his people back into the land.
Yes. When I got to, I had thought, when I get there, I'm going to kiss the ground. Well, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning at the airport. I wanted to hug every airport worker I saw. They were all sleeping. So I waited until I went to Bunce Island, which is the place that a lot of the enslaved Africans were kept before they were shipped off. And so that may very well have been the place where my great-great-great-great-grandmother was held. And it was at that place that I felt very emotional about being there and really feeling the need to speak to my ancestor and tell her that despite all the hardships, that I know she faced, we're doing okay. Her descendants are doing okay.
We made it back.
Yeah, we made it. I made it back, yeah. And
My first time, I think I got here in Africa was 1982, 81. But I came here from the Marine Corps. We was the Horn of Africa, Somalia. As soon as I hit the ground, the first thing I did was kiss the ground.
You kiss it,
Yeah,
okay.
I kissed the ground. I remember.
I kissed it.
But all I seen was skeletons of cattle in the desert, and the skeletons of sharks and fish on the beach. It was barren, nothing. But tell us about the other countries you have visited since you've been here on the continent.
So when I arrived in 2018, I started in Sierra Leone, and then I went to the next 3 contiguous countries. So I went to Liberia, Cote d'Ivoire, and Ghana. And I felt, as I went further east, the people seemed to be healthier. When I was in Sierra Leone, I think in the week that I was there, maybe I saw 3 overweight people. Everybody else was, they were normal weight, but
right.
very, very thin. But then by the time I got to Cote d'Ivoire, they looked robust, like American people would look. So I just found that very interesting.
I noticed the same thing when I went to Zambia. Now the diet in Zambia, they got a lot of agriculture there, but they're trying to be more westernized. It's more like more of a Christian country and stuff. And I noticed, I see people that was like a little bit more obese than the people here in Tanzania. Tanzania here, I came here I think I weighed 295 when I first got here. And me just eating the food, I lost like about 40 pounds just from eating the food. And I mean, you can tell the difference between the food.
Yeah, I've lost weight too since I got here. And actually, especially since my first visit, I was using a cane at that time. Don't need it anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
And I'm really pleased with the food that's available because it's fresher.
Exactly.
I mean, it's so fresh. You see the guys walking down the street with the chickens. Sometimes they're still alive, and sometimes they're not. And I go, that's fresh. And you see the cows going for slaughter. I mean, the food is right there.
No GMOs, you gotta worry about nothing.
Oh, absolutely. However, I understand that only 12% of the agricultural products in Africa are organic. That was shocking.
For real?
That is what I read.
Wow.
And I think it speaks to the need for diasporans
You need to educate.
to step up, educate, and really encourage
Especially in
people
agriculture.
to get away from those pesticides.
That's what we're trying to do.
Yeah.
That's exactly what we're trying to do. Back to farming, we're trying to buy land. And well, we're not trying to buy land, we are buying land. And we're coming back to try to educate our people on the tricks of the devil and stuff, you know what I'm saying?
I bought land, and that's the land I'm going to build my dream home on. And it's going to be made out of recycled plastic.
I'm not using plastic, I'm gonna use bricks. And I might one little project, I might just use shipping containers. Shipping containers?
Yeah, I was
Shipping
going
containers
to,
and bricks.
that's how I got into alternative construction, is watching shows on tiny homes.
Yeah, stuff like that.
And then I realized that a shipping container is just too narrow for me. So I looked at other alternative materials. And there's a brother in Ghana by the name of Nelson Boateng.
Oh yeah, I see the shows.
He's been using recycled
recycle.
plastic to build homes. And
I gotta check that out, recycle plastic.
I really like
Because they
the
need to do
technology.
something with this plastic. It's hard to get rid of.
Oh my God.
Like the rubber tires, it's hard to get rid of.
Yeah, and there are definitely things that they can do. And here's the thing that I like about the idea of recycled plastic. First, typically we use about 70% sand, 30% plastic.
Okay.
So you're not getting a whole lot of
That's
plastic.
good. That's good.
The other thing is that it's providing jobs for people.
Right. That's what we came here
It's
for.
cleaning up the environment, saving you money, and the homes are less expensive than traditional construction.
Wow.
So and that's one of the things I love about Rwanda is that the country embraces sustainable, cutting-edge practices.
Right.
And so I went to the Rwandan Environment Management Authority and I let them know my interest in this.
Right.
And then I met with the head of the factory that's going to be producing these, and I said, I want to have the first plastic house in Rwanda. He said, I'm going to have the first plastic house in Rwanda. I said, okay, I'll have number 2.
No argument.
Yeah, right.
That's very good. It was nice to meet you.
Likewise.
I hope I can see you again
Yeah.
and visit Rwanda.
Please come back whenever you like.
All right.
Please come whenever you like. It's a wonderful, orderly, clean country, and it's well run by the president. I just love him.
No complaints, huh?
I have no complaints. I love him. I respect the way he's implementing his vision for the country.
What about visas? I mean, what's the issues with visas?
You have a number of options for visas. I'm on a 10-year visa.
Okay, good.
And so all that it requires me to do is every 6 months I leave the country.
Okay.
And that's what I'm doing now.
Oh, yeah.
Because my 6 months are up. So I'm taking a little short trip and enjoying myself. And since my vision for my retirement is to visit every single country in Africa,
Right, me too.
it makes sense for me to have this kind of visa.
We're glad to have you here. We're glad to meet you.
What's that?
We're happy to meet you. All right. Thank you. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Yaya's Corner. All right.
This is my last goodbye.